Hello and welcome back to Dark Cloud. I was gonna say Dark Cloud 2, but it's not Dark Cloud 2. I'm Chance, also known as Maross. In the last episode, we continued on to the dungeon. We learned a bit more about the advanced tactics of the game. And today, or at least this episode, I wanted to do a grind episode where I just redo the same couple of dungeons. Just these two dungeons a bit until I get a better weapon, so that I could more or less get better gear. This episode could be skipped if you want. You could just like go on to the next episode. It's just gonna be me going through the same floor, talking, shooting the shit, talking shit. While I attempt to get better gear, because I feel like moving forward is going to be difficult unless we do. So I figured, why not have a little sit down episode, relax, grab a nice cold drink or a warm drink, depending on what you prefer. And just, kill some things in Dark Cloud. I'm not sure what weapon I want to get in the end. Seventh Heaven or the, I believe it's the Chronicle Sword. I don't know which one I want to get in the end, but right now, I guess it'll depend on what weapon we get in the beginning. So, yeah. I guess in another sense, this episode is also me leveling up the dagger, even if it's just a bit, because the dagger is not, as I said, the greatest weapon, but leveling that up can be a bit useful. I won't add any upgrades to it, because as I've mentioned before, there's no point to adding upgrades to the to the dagger. I figured since we're gonna be sitting around doing nothing, basically nothing for the whole episode, I'll tell you some stories, some D&D stories. I think I haven't told my D&D stories on the channel, so I figured I'd tell you some. One of the famous ones among my friends is the chicken story. So we were playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, and I had a cleric that was level 3, and my friend wanted to make a paladin. And back then we kind of had the system of you have to level up your characters before you had to actually level them up to level 3. We didn't have like the whole party's level 3, you want to make a new character, well, we'll just make your whole character level 3. No, we weren't like that back then. Now we do. Whenever we do make new characters, we're just like, well, the highest level is level 3. We're gonna get you the level 3 for all intents and purposes, just for fluidity of the game. We were still new to 5th edition, so we weren't sure like what's the best way to do things. So if you're thinking like, oh, that's so stupid for 5th edition, like you should have skipped it. Well, we were indeed new players to the module that is 5th edition. So I figured like it was just me and my friend and our DM. So we're like, well, can we just do a quest to boost me up? Do a quest to give me some experience, and Chance's character will get to level up as well. And the DM's like, sure, no problem. And we end up going on a quest to assist the farm. This farm is having problems, like it's losing livestock, and so they're hiring us to more or less just check it out, see like what's going on, and see if we can figure out what's happening. So we go on our merry way. I'll do that outside. We go on our merry way and get to the farm. We end up splitting up because it's the middle of the day. There's no enemies around. They don't think it's bandits. They think it's like a wild animal. So walking on a farm split up is not going to do anything to like a level 3 and a level 1. And a bunch of farmhands that are around. So I go into, I think we get lemonade. We talk to one of the guys. He's like, yeah, this is the farmer that lost his livestock. Go talk to him. Would you like some lemonade? And sure enough, we go on, get this lemonade, and he goes to the farmer, and I go talk to the villagers. So I go talk to the villagers. One of the little girls tells me that she saw the things come out at night when she shouldn't have, and she basically told me the general direction which she saw the creatures. But I kind of know where these things are coming from, and she said there was multiple. And I ended up talking to like a couple other guys, but basically the information from the kid told me where I need to go, so I already know where we're supposed to go. And on the flip side, my friend, he goes to the guy who lost his livestock. He's a chicken breeder, vendor, whatever. He was a farmhand, and he ended up telling my friend about, like, it's just like, I think he was like crazy, he was like a crazy man. He's like, I'm the master, and he's like, master of what? He's like, I'm just the master. It was like the master of chicken breeding or whatever. And he was like a bit senile. Tells my friend who's playing the paladin, he sells the best chickens, and that the creature, like the being that took his chickens, like, needs to be stopped, and we have to do that. And my friend is talking to him, and my friend's like, well, I might as well get something to eat. Are you gonna sell your chickens? And he's like, my chickens are the he's like the potion seller. He's like, my chickens are the best chickens in the world. They are too strong for you. And it was meant to be some like comedic thing. It wasn't like the DM never actually intended such dialogue to actually mean anything. But later on, it ends up having to have some meaning. But that's like when he said my chickens are the best, he just meant like, oh, you want to buy from me because my chickens are actually good, probably taste good, kind of thing. So my friend buys a chicken. He doesn't have anywhere to put the chicken, so he puts it in his traveler's bag, and doesn't kill it. Just puts it in there. The crazed old man is like, go to here to find the creatures that are taking my chickens. So he goes back there. There's actually one of the creatures there. It was a goblin, and my friend fights the goblin, kills him, no problem. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. This happens before I figure out where the goblins are coming from. So all this, like, buy my chickens, they're the greatest chickens in the world. All that happens before I actually figure out that there's a location that these creatures are originating from. This might be a weapon. We got it on our second run of the Chris knife. So, going to equip that, and I'm gonna. I know there's a way to move. Oh yeah, I know how to move it. It's in the inventory. So we got our objective. The episode is a bit early to end it. I will end it eventually, but I figure I'm just gonna go up, prepare my weapon, and then I'm gonna start upgrading this weapon so that in the next episode, the official episode, my weapon, the newfound weapon, will be somewhat good. But anyways, going back, the chicken episode, the chicken ends up being, not the chicken, my friend kills the goblin, he figures out it's a goblin, and this all happens before I figure out where the goblins are, so I end up going talking to people, blah blah blah, and find out where the goblin is. My friend thought that, like, the thing was done. You know, he killed the goblin, obviously that goblin was the bad, and it was over. But it wasn't. The DM ended up telling us, like, no, you only killed one of the creatures that are doing all the havoc. So we end up having to leaving till night, I think, or we either go straight there or we wait till night for them to come out, and then we go to their goblin man. It doesn't really matter when we went. So we go, and we end up fighting the what's it called? The goblins at the mound. We end up getting to their mound. We see that they have bows and whatever, and we end up fighting them. And there's like 6 of them, I think, roughly. Maybe there were 7, 6, 5. I don't know. Roughly that range. We end up getting in combat with it, obviously, you know, fight the chicken. And for some reason, we just keep not being able to hit. We were playing on Roll20, the website for D&D. We were playing on Roll20, and me and my friend just, all our attacks are missing. And, you know, whatever. It'll happen. We just, you know, the dice hate you sometimes. It occasionally happens when you play a game. So we kind of like dumbfounded, like, holy crap, these enemies just are not getting we're not hitting them, like, you know, it's just goblins. Like, it's like low level. This is not even supposed to be like this is just like an offshoot so that my friend can level up. And the goblins are just always hitting, like, us, especially me, and they're getting crits left and right. You know, I'm taking so much damage. I'm a cleric, so, you know, I'm able to heal myself, like, back up though. So I'm just like, but it's just a constant, like, funds decrease. No, I lost some money. But so I'm just like, you know, I'm like trying to survive. Like, you know, I'm just trying to kill it. My friend's missing his attacks. He's getting damaged a bit. I got like crit 3-4 times, like critical hits like left and right. And it's like, what the hell is going on? And mind you, this is our first time. Oh god, that almost killed me. This is our first time using Roll20, so like we don't know what we're supposed to expect. And we're getting our asses legitimately handed to us. And we're just like, did we just bite off a bit more than we could chew, kind of thing? And my friend's like, he's like, I need to heal. Like, now, I can't wait till the cleric, like, my turn to get a heal. And so it's like, alright. Wow, got 2 weapons from this episode. So he's like, I can't wait. So I'm gonna, you know, he opens up his sack to pull out his health potion. And the chicken's in the sack, so the chicken jumps out and, you know, starts running across the battlefield attacking. You know, doesn't start attacking, it just started running around the battlefield. So the goblins are, I think we asked the DM, is like, oh, is the chicken running around, like, you know, giving us, like, a distraction, because, you know, at this point we're getting our asses handed to us. We're kind of like dying, and we basically are looking for any avenue to survive and win. So we're asking, like, would the goblins attack the chicken? And then he rolled for it to see if they're like hungry enough to attack the chicken, especially since the goblins were eating chickens before. Like, it was the thing that, like, they were after. So he rolls for it, and, you know, they become interested. Then, like, one or two of the goblins start attacking the chicken to lay off attacking me and lay off attacking my friend. And so we're like, oh, thank God. Oh shit, that thing killed me. Oh no. This is the first time I died. What does that do? I guess I lost money? I don't know. Whatever. I lost money. My weapon's still there. Okay. Didn't lose much, I guess. So anyways, you know, we're fighting the chicken. Not fighting the chicken, we're fighting the goblins, and the chicken is giving us a bit of advantage, because, like, we don't get full aggro against the enemies, the goblins. There's like 6 of them, and at this point we haven't killed a single one. Like, we did a bit of damage. I never even got a hit. At this point I missed all my attacks by the time the chicken pops out. And eventually the goblin tries to attack the chicken but misses. So he misses the chicken, and the chicken gets pissed because, you know, there's something trying to kill it. So it ends up trying to fight back. And it's just like oh, the chicken's assisting in combat, haha. However, since our DM is the one that's rolling the attack, it kind of sort of I guess the rolls were in his favor. You know, the dice were on his side clearly that night, since we almost died. So the dice are, you know, this chicken's actually attacking. You know, he's actually dealing damage against these goblins. And we're like, me and the paladin are just like, whatever. Honestly, so long as we don't die, we are cool with not having to deal with it, more or less. And so the chicken ends up like dealing a heavy amount of damage against the one of the goblins and kills him. I think you got a crit. I don't remember if you got a crit, but essentially it's because the AC of the chicken, since it's like a small creature, was so good that the tramway. The AC of the chicken was so good that the what are they called? The goblins couldn't hit, because the goblins are low CR, so they shouldn't even be able to hit me, the higher level cleric, because I had like, I think, plate. It might have been plate, it might have been chainmail, I'm not sure. I think at that point I had chainmail, and then eventually I got plate. But he they shouldn't be even be able to hit me, but they were, because the dice were on the DM side. So, wait, shit, another chest? Oh. Well, hi everybody. Hi, is everybody happy? A present from the Happy Clown. Choose whatever you like. Let's choose the big box. Damn. But yeah, so like the chicken kills a goblin, and we're like, are you kidding me? Like, Chance over here can't even fucking hit one, and he's getting his ass handed to him, and the chicken's like, chicken's able to kill one of them because of a crit, of course, but like Chicken's able to kill one of them. And so the like, you know, we're all laughing because, you know, Chicken killed one, and then I think my friend the paladin ends up killing one. Me, I'm just kind of like salty because I didn't even get to damage one of them, and the Chicken and my friend got kills. And then finally I end up dealing some damage. I managed to actually hit something, and the combat's still going, and these goblins start seeing the Chicken as more of a threat than us, because this Chicken managed to kill one of the goblins and is doing damage, like hefty damage to the other goblins. So like 2 of them stop focusing me and start attacking the Chicken. And, you know, they're fighting the Chicken and whatever. I'm just there like freaking out the fact that I could die. It started getting to that point where, oh shit, we could die. And we're fighting. Chicken ends up killing another one of the goblins. My friend kills another, and I deal like a good amount of damage to another. The Chicken ends up killing that guy, I believe, and my friend kills the last one. And so I didn't get any kills. The Chicken got 3, and my friend got the other. And after that combat, we're all just like sitting in this in the Skype back then, because Discord wasn't out yet. Sitting in the Skype call, just dumbfounded at the fact that this level 0 Chicken. Keep in mind, creatures that don't have CR are like cats, you know, cats, chickens, mice, like small stuff that aren't swarms. Don't have CR. They don't have CR, and they don't have levels, because they essentially have like 3 HP. You hit them once, they basically die, basically. And so like we essentially just call our party, a group of friends, call them level 0 heroes, kind of like peasants and stuff, like just have no levels. So this Chicken was level 0. My friend was level 1 and I was level 3. I was the highest level. I should have been sweeping this thing. But because of the rolls, and I guess because of my build in general, nothing was working. It was just an absolute shit show. And in the end, I don't want to go here, I want to go to the tram. In the end, we're just sitting there like, what the fuck? We spent like 6 hours, I think, 4 to 6 hours in this combat. I think it was 4 hours in this combat, because I just keep missing, and I think the whole call was 6 hours. The whole RP to get to the goblins was like 2 hours, and then the actual combat took 4 hours because we just couldn't hit anything save a life. And we were just sitting there, and I'm like, we all collectively were like, all right, this isn't the last time we're using Roll20. Like, we're just like, there's no way we're using Roll20 again, because it's just bad. Like, there's no way. So we basically give up using Roll20. And by the way, this zone is a high difficulty, high reward zone. You basically come here to get good rewards, but the enemies might kill you. But so, like, anyways, we are just sitting around at this Chicken, and my friend's like, can I have this as like a battle companion, like, you know, like kind of like a ranger companion? And my, you know, DM's like, sure, what the hell, like, this Chicken's clearly better than any of you. Like, you're gonna need it. Like, you're basically gonna need a Chicken like this if, like, you can't even pull that off. And so we're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And so we take the Chicken, and to this day he's still alive. We haven't really, the paladin, my friend still has a paladin. He leveled it up all the way to level 6 without any boosts or anything. And we haven't really played with that paladin in a while, so the Chicken is more or less not around. And we're every time we basically play D&D, with new people, we end up telling people the chicken story and how this low-level chicken essentially saved our ass. And also, I don't know if you noticed, I'm dehydrated and I don't have any water, so I'm starting to lose health. But it's okay. I have enough healing items to get to the exit, so it's fine. But yeah, so like this chicken managed to basically win our hearts. My friend I never ended up playing with him, playing with that character ever again. He ended up switching to another character, so I never played with the paladin after that. He basically was so scared that the chicken would die, and he didn't want to lose the great chicken that saved our ass. Paladin's still alive, the chicken's still alive, because eventually my DM destroyed his old world. So basically all the NPCs, all the player characters that weren't a part of Session 0 of his world destruction had to roll some dice to see if they survived. So it was a fun experience. And yeah, that's basically the chicken story. Not one of my more wild stories. I have a few others, but like that's the chicken story. It's well loved D&D story simply because it tells the wonders of any creature could kill anything, and basically any NPC could become like a hero, like a player character. And also sometimes dice rolls are better than randomly generated rolls. But yeah, like it was just insane. Like I still have access to the server, to the Roll20 server, and I still look back to look at all the crits I got, how much HP I lost, and it was just insane. But anyways, I basically kind of did what I was supposed to do this episode. Got myself a weapon, leveled it up a bit, got another weapon, died, did our first death. I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna save here because I actually forgot to save last time. Oh, just always have 2 saves just in case. But anyways, maybe for next grind episode, I'll tell another D&D story because I have a lot. But anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope you stick around for the next official recording session thingy, and I shall see you then. Bye-bye!